All right, Grady. Busy summer, of course. You had this life-changing moment on draft night, and I'm sure the weeks and months afterwards were a bit of a whirlwind. But what was this off-season like for you?
Yeah, it was a lot, going place to place, but, finally getting put, in Toronto, making that move up there and kind of getting settled in. But at the same time, we were working out, then headed off to LA for some Rico runs, some pickup. But it's been great, great experiences to kind of get this chemistry going, get the guys knowing each other and me meeting these faces, putting these faces to names, and or names to faces, whatever it's, and really just build that chemistry so we can kind of hit the ground running when the season starts.
Well, you've gotten to know these guys pretty well, and a bunch of them are pretty fashion-forward. So I'm wondering, of course, you had the draft suit to remember. What are some of these guys saying about it? What kind of feedback did you get from, like, the Gary Trents of the world?
Well, I know the vets, they asked, Thad. Some of them weren't too fond of it. There's just new generations of stuff, but I think the majority did. They just like the personality to it, so yeah, take that with it.
Who's got the best style on the team?
Ooh, I want to say myself. It's
You
good
can
to be
say
confident in yourself, but I know, Gary, Precious, they've been doing it for a while, so I like their styles.
You come in, obviously known primarily as a shooter, but it's not just the shooting accuracy. I saw at the Jays game the other day, throwing at the first pitch, you threw a strike. Did you play baseball at all growing up?
Yeah, I played baseball, basketball, and football, but I really had to make the decision of whether to play baseball or basketball. I think when I'm going into my sophomore year of high school, I had to make the decision. I pretty much knew basketball along, just had most fun with it, but it was hard, kind of quitting baseball, but that's why I like to kind of do little things like that and bring it out.
So I'm wondering why basketball? Like, take me through your origin story with the sport. When and how did you fall in love with it?
As early as I can remember. I have 3 older siblings. Both my parents love sports, huge sports family. My mom played basketball at Iowa State and then pro in Japan, kind of before all the WNBA stuff. So she really put the ball in my hands and my siblings' hands. And my dad was more of the football, baseball guy and just really made it a point to play as many sports as you can growing up. But basketball really just stuck out of the most. Just the most fun, like I said, have playing. It's taking me amazing places. So I'm super grateful for the sport, and so I'm gonna keep putting my all into it.
What would make this a successful rookie season for you?
Just be able to come up with an instant impact. Early I said in past interviews of my priorities of I'm coming into a new team. I'm obviously the new guy, and I want to be that sponge and soak up all the knowledge, learnings, teachings from coaches and the vets and stuff like that. So I think just to come in here and be myself through everything and just learn as much as I can right now.
I want to go even bigger picture than that, if that's okay. Do you allow yourself to look ahead even further, 5 years, 10 years down the road? Where do you see yourself in your career, and what are some of the things you want to accomplish?
Yeah, one main thing that me and my dad do before each season is write down goals and on paper. So 5 years on, it's just thinking of more of a broad view of myself, and I think right now it's just someone that's a name in the league. That when you think of top players in the league, my name comes up as whether it be one of the top shooters, other facets of the game, but just someone that's gonna kind of leave a legacy. When it's all said and done, that I put my all into this game and laid everything out for it, and just a household name kind of.
Never a dull moment in this league, as I'm sure you've seen already, and the Raptors were coming up a bunch over the summer in trade rumors, and I'm sure you heard your name mentioned a little bit. It is a business, and that is part of it, but was that sort of a bit of a welcome to the NBA type of moment?
A little bit, but I think my mindset, kind of where that's at, and I feel like I've matured. I know I'm only 19, but I feel like I have a mature sense of understanding that in a way. Obviously, you hear all the time, it's a business. At the end of the day, you do have relationships with everyone, but everyone's trying to win an NBA championship, and if it was bringing a top 75 player in the NBA, then that's what they're going to do.
We gotta go. The bus is waiting on you.
Bus too.
We're gonna leave you.
All right, you heard it, but
The vet has spoken.
Exactly. But no, what was I saying? Something about maturity. About I understand that, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna make my relationships. I'm gonna be the person that everyone wants to be around. But at the same time, I'm not going to take anything personal because it's a business. So like you said.
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble early in this business opportunity for you, so I'll let you go. Thanks again for doing this, Gradey. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Thanks.